This is the 4-channel Learning IR Relay module, and since the instructions in English seem to be difficult if not impossible to find, I'm going to be taking you through a quick overview of its functionality. First of all, this is the 5-volt version. They exist in 12 and 24-volt versions as well. In the 5-volt version, the maximum current drain is about 250 milliamps with all 4 relays enabled. The module has 3 different modes that can be set. The first mode is selection mode, where one of 4 outputs can be selected. The second mode is the toggle mode, where each of the 4 channels can be independently toggled. And in the third mode is the momentary mode, where each of the 4 channels works independently and the outputs are on as long as the remote button is pushed in a momentary function. The device has 4 buttons, S1 through S4. It has 6 LEDs, one for each of the 4 channels to indicate when they are on, and a D5 LED that indicates power is on, and a D6 LED that is information about programming. The switch you see here is simply an interrupter switch for the DC power. It's normally closed so that power is enabled. I'll turn the unit on now and you'll see that the blue LED here is turned on, indicating that there is power to the module. The remote is a general purpose remote control. It came pre-programmed with these 4 buttons set. I will show you those after I pull the battery blocker out. And you can see that when I first push the first button, the channel 1 LED comes on, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4. Now it's set up, at least my module is set up, in the selection mode, where you can select one of 4 of the relay channels. To change the channel, it's pretty simple actually. You can, let's say I want to select the button 1 for channel 1. I'll push the S1 button and you'll see a quick blink on the D6 LED. I'll hold the 1 button down and you'll see 3 blinks on the D6 LED, and now the 1 button is programmed. Now I can indicate that by pushing channel 2 and then back to channel 1. So now what used to be on this button is now on the channel 1 button. And I'll do that for the other channels very quickly and show you how easy it is to do. So I've done channel 1, now I'll do channel 2, channel 3, and channel 4. So now I have the 4 channels assigned to 4 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back to 1. So as I mentioned, this is in the selection mode. There are 2 other modes. There are all on and all off. Now to do the all on, you push S2 and S3 at the same time, and you'll see 2 blinks from the D6 LED. I'll now program the plus button to do all on. So when I push that, all of the channels turn on. The all off is by pushing 3 and 4 together, 2 blinks, and I'll do the negative button for that. 3 blinks indicates it's been stored. Now they all go off. All on, all off, channel 2 on, all off, and that's as simple as it is. Now the more complicated mode has to do with changing the selection toggle, and momentary modes. Now in the selection mode, all of the channels work together, of course, because you are selecting 1, 2, 3, or 4. In the toggle mode treats each independent channel separately. And I'll show you how to do the toggle mode. Toggle mode, you turn the power off, and when you are holding the S3 button, you turn on the power, you'll see 3 blinks, and now it is in the toggle mode. So you'll see how that works. I'm toggling 2, I'm toggling 3, I'm toggling 4, and I'm toggling 1. And the all on still works, and the all off still works the same way. You can't specify an individual channel to be toggle or an individual channel to be momentary. All 4 of the channels work together. But they do toggle. Now if you want to do a momentary mode, again, all 4 channels work the same way. You turn the power off and you push the S4 button. You turn the power on, and now all 4 channels are in the momentary mode. So I'll push channel 2, channel 3, and they are in the momentary mode. I can still turn on all the channels at once, all the channels off at once. So that is an overview of how you use this little module. One other thing to note is that many, I believe it's NEC standard remotes, can be programmed as well. You don't have to just use the remote that came with it. So if you have an existing remote control, there's a fair chance that you can program it. So let me program channel 2 on button 2 of this Toshiba television remote. Channel 2, it's learning, blinking 3 times, and now channel 2 on this is working, and 2 on this is not working anymore because I've changed the program. 3 is working, 1 is working, and 2 is working. Well, one thing I failed to mention was, how do you get back into the selection mode? Well, if you hadn't figured that out, here's how you do it. Turn the power off, you hold the S2 button, you turn the power on, 3 blinks, and it's back in the selection mode. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the all on still works, the all off still works.